Smells. That's a Sarah special.
Yeah.
This is my friend Sarah.
Hey!
Hey.
What's up?
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, you have a mic on. Hi. Hi.
Yeah! All right.
All right.
Welcome to VMI Sports.
Top of the morning to ya.
Water!
Oh my God, speaking of water, I haven't had a sip in hours. Well, welcome to VMI headquarters, guys. We are in the building. This is my friend Sarah, and today we're just gonna
Let's show them around.
yeah, we're gonna be ourselves, which you're either gonna love it or you're just gonna or you know, you're gonna figure
All
something
right. Follow me. Oh, same entrance as yesterday. We like to pretend it's a party. Yeah! Products!
We love products.
Rhodolite!
Welcome. Hi. We've met. No, I know. Remind me the first name. Steven. Francesca. Protolite.
Chocolate!
Okay,
All
so it is. Okay.
Let's go to the, yeah.
I'm trusting you to edit that
Yeah, definitely edit
appropriately.
that out. Kitchen.
I'm gonna have no choice.
This is the bathroom.
Guys, come on in. This is no. 2 girls, 1 cup.
This is the bathroom.
This is the bathroom. Yeah, this is how we
This is
use
where
the
we
toilet on that. Sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes Sarah uses. Sometimes Sarra uses the garbage.
or we
It
stand.
depends.
Sometimes you use the garbage.
No,
You know,
Sarah.
once in a while.
Frank,
Frank! What's up, dude?
welcome. Oh,
How you doing?
hi.
I didn't know you were filming.
Yeah,
is
we're
Frank.
filming,
How you
bro.
doing? Frank, nice to meet you.
This is one of the owners of VMI. This is like my,
Nice to meet you.
yeah.
You're coming in hot with this camera, huh?
Yeah, it's-
All right, to the conference room.
okay, to the conference room.
Yeah, a little tour.
Hold on. Come here, Tom.
Oh yeah, come meet Tom.
Is he in there?
Nice!
Wait, no, show it.
Another day.
Look, there's Tom.
Come on,
Oh.
bankers out.
No. Sorry, Tom.
All right, this is the conference room.
Wait,
Oh, just kidding.
there's product in here you're not allowed
Secret
to
things!
see.
Yeah, Nick
That
gets so
hurt
mad when I
me.
do that.
You guys are all the camera.
Oh
Yeah,
so
we got
much.
some apparel in here.
Actually, Nick Karolakis, he painted this room, right?
Oh, shit.
But if you know him, he's got to come back to do a second coat. He's Greek. They're all the Greeks are painters. He didn't do a great job in this one, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh,
He's
are
gotta
Greeks
come back,
painters?
yeah. Oh, they're all painters.
They're all-
Painters, plumbers, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's got to come back to a second coat.
Yeah.
Karolakis. Karolakis.
It is what it
we need
is.
you in the building.
It is what it is.
Asking for a second
No,
coat.
Carol Baskin.
All right, so this is all of our shirts that we're trying to sell. So buy them!
Colors.
Buy it!
No, you gotta keep that on for the rest of the video.
So,
All right.
DJ booth. There you go.
Yeah. Today,
Yeah,
Frank's gonna get down on the 1s and the 2s.
Yup.
That's it, right? The 1s and the 2s.
That's it. Yeah, well, yeah.
This is a,
Wall scent that we need a lot more of because it smells terrible in here.
well, it's
We have a couple
empty.
of live lobsters walking around.
Yeah.
We do. We definitely
There's
do.
one right now.
And this is our gym is over here. It's coming in soon. Just prepping for it is right here.
Looks great.
Right now it's just a couple of fans, but we'll be okay.
Right now it's a storage
Oh,
closet,
shit,
but it
amazing.
looks
Right,
great.
right.
Walking around with it on his head. He looks like he's got a lobster on his head.
All right.
Great. Fantastic.
Where I'm going right now.
Are we?
Where's Francesca? Yeah, so that's really, that's it. Sometimes we have a party in here, we blast the music like real loud. just gotta do what you gotta do, you know? What the heck are they doing?
Exactly. You gotta give them the experience.
Francesca!
Yes!
That was,
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen this wall. Wow.
all my awards.
Yeah, Frank won all these awards by
You
himself.
did?
Actually, Nick, the Greek guy was telling you about.
Oh, the Greek guy.
I put him up with them. Yeah, actually helped me.
These came out great though. They're very even.
I told you it's Greek. He knows how to level it out.
That is true. It is pretty even.
Damn, he is Greek.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
If there's one thing about Nick, it's that he's Greek.
That's true.
Actually, he's Cuban too.
He's both.
But did I tell you? That's some combo. All right.
That is a combination right there.
Yeah. How many?
Who's
Greek,
who?
He's the only other.
Mom's Cuban.
Yeah.
Dad's
Okay.
Greek.
How many Greek Cubans do you know?
None.
Outside of Nick.
Nick Karalakis.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's the
shout
one.
out Nick
Maybe they would be
Karalakis.
like Nick Gomez or something. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Where's Eric? Yeah, so that's BMI Sports. No, make Frank look he wants to look shredded on camera.
Yeah.
He has to look like he just got out of prep, like he's in prep right now.
Give
like
him
he's
some
competing
wings.
next week.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, do it.
When Tom does this in a photo, Tom goes.
Yeah, he does. Or like he'll put the hand in the
He
pocket
does.
and like
He
flex.
does.
Yeah,
He
he's
does.
trans, but he's white. He's like this. Have you had like white trips on for like 4 days? How you doing?
That was so on
There
brand
it
for who
is.
it is.
No, or the hand in the
Come.
pocket.
Sarah to the conference room. Sarah to the conference room.
Alright, actually just start drinking.
Hi, Sarah. We have a few things to talk about today. Word on the street. You've been a bad little girl. You've been a naughty little girl.
Shit. Caught red-handed. Caught me.
Oh, okay. So, all right, in all seriousness. So, this is what has turned into one of my best friends, but she is BMI's athlete manager. You can go ahead and just give like a little bit of a summary of what you do with the athletes.
Sure. So I'm here every day, Monday to Friday, if you want to come on in and stop by. I'm very blessed to have met Francesca as one of my athletes. I actually thought she hated me at first.
Oh my God, what?
I
Really?
did. I didn't think you hated me.
Oh,
But
this is news to me.
yeah, your first show, me and Joey were going to it.
You thought I hated you there?
I didn't think you hated me. I was just like, maybe like, I don't know. Because I
thought you
didn't
were-
know you yet. We didn't get the vibes, you know?
Yeah, but
And
I
then
thought you were such a
instantly-
vibe that I was like, damn, I
No,
love
you
this
were
girl.
such a vibe. I just wanted to be your friend. Maybe I was just intimidated because like, you're just like a badass.
No,
Yeah.
no way.
I was definitely a little intimidated.
Really?
Yeah, and then Nick's like, she's so awesome. I'm like, dude, I want to be your friend. And then you started coming in, and I just started making noises, and we just.
Yeah,
I was just like-
sometimes.
I would just be like, one day I was like, fuck it, and then you were
And
like,
then I was like,
and then it was just like, and that was it, and we just hit it off. But day to day here is literally awesome. I get to hang out with a lot of cool people, which I love. And we're building a community and we're all motivating each other. And I think that's the coolest part about it is that I feel like it started so small and now it's just grown into this huge community of, you know, everyone, everything. It's just, you could be tall, short, jacked, frail, doesn't matter. We're all just here to support each other and I love that. So I'm hoping as time goes on, we continue to just grow, build, and build.
and elevate.
Yeah.
I've been like obsessed with the word elevate recently.
Elevate.
I can't stop saying it because it's literally like the story of my life. Honestly, like everything I've been going through as of late, I'm like, yo, I am elevating like month by month by month. So I'm just gonna keep
truly
using
are.
that word. I am. We
I
all
feel
are
like-
if you let it, but I have been.
It's pretty cool too, getting close with you because I'm actually motivated by you. I'm not even just saying it to make you. You motivate me. You truly do.
Thank
and
you.
it's hard, I feel like, for someone to actually motivate me because I'm the athlete manager here. So seeing you every day, like work your ass off,
Thank you.
I'm truly motivated.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I feel like this is the most mature conversation we've ever had.
Ever. No, we've had pretty good.
No, yeah, we've had.
I think that's why we ended up starting to become closer, was because we had like some heart to hearts because of like personal stuff that one of us was going through.
Yes.
Months ago. And then we were just like, oh, okay, this girl's trustworthy. I
was
really
just
like
gonna say,
her.
the most trustworthy person I've ever met. 100%.
Yeah, sometimes you just like, especially, well, Sarah is like 12 years old.
I am quite small.
Auntie, little bitty small.
24.
24, and I am 35, but she really is just like, she's an extremely mature young woman, and I am also very mature, but yet also very young at heart.
You really are. I feel like we just vibe so well.
Yeah, we do.
I was telling my mom the other day, I was like, I really don't have, like, listen, I'm friends with everybody. I do not like a single person. I will be friends with anybody and everybody. But I don't have like a best friend. And I was telling my mom the other day, I'm like, Francesca is just a freaking vibe. Like, we just jive.
Yeah.
We really do.
That's the thing. So Sarah and I are so similar like that, especially when it comes to females in the industry nonetheless. Like, if you have an issue with somebody like us, it's literally on you. It's never us.
That's a fact.
And I wholeheartedly, you can say that like that's a very cocky kind of thing to say, and it's not, because we do not create problems with anybody.
No.
Ever.
And when people try to create problems with me, I fully will go out of my way to try and fix the problem, even if it's not me.
But also killing people with kindness has always been my thing, like ever since I was a little girl. And you are the same way.
Same exact way.
I don't care if you're like so mean to me, I'm like, I'm gonna literally make you love me.
Oh yeah, I'm the same exact way.
I'm gonna make you love me.
I will go up to people and just like diffuse problems that they caused. Just because
100%.
I hate drama.
Yes,
I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Life is too short. I realized that over time. In high school and stuff, I used to be so dramatic.
Yeah.
And then as time went on, I was like, what am I doing? Like, I just want to be cool, calm, collected.
I know.
Just whatever.
And then just have like good people in your life.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. 100%.
You and Eric are definitely the most genuine people I've ever met in my life.
Thank you. We
Most
appreciate
genuine
that.
people I've ever met.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric's well, no, you guys are laughing.
Eric is funny. You say his name and I laugh because he's fucking hilarious.
Yes. No, he is literally like, I was telling somebody about this the other day. He's so, like, he just is such a judgmental free person.
Yeah.
That I've had to incorporate some of the things that he implements in his life. We're kind of like on a different level. Like sometimes I'm like, that's the way that person lives, eats, sleeps, breathes. I don't know if I want that in my life.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but you don't really know them. Like,
right.
He makes me see things through different lenses. Sometimes it works to my benefit and sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, he is who he is, and that's why I love him.
Yeah, you
right?
guys
like
make each other better, for sure.
It's really cool.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Thank you. Yeah.
His Instagram name is Bearded Jack.
It was once upon a time just Jacked Jew. And then he had this like moment when he was like, I'm gonna make my entire page more about my beard.
Well,
And
you love that.
I love his beard.
You love his beard.
Yesterday when he was here, he was like, I'm gonna shave it off. I was like, no, you're not. And he was like, no, I am. I was like, no, you're literally fucking not. Don't you shave that beard, Eric. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. You shave it, I'm done, I'm out.
Imagine.
Boop, 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 boop,
You're
boop.
like,
That's me walking
bye.
away. Yes, 100%. I can imagine.
Yeah, no.
Just kidding. So Sarah and I are in the same division. We both bodybuild, and I am in prep. As you know, I am in prep for now 8 weeks, and Sarah just started her prep again.
2 weeks.
After being in an off season for how long?
2 years.
2 years. So she was, the last time she stepped on stage, that means she was 22 years old.
Yeah.
The first time I walked on stage was last year. So very, similar things, but also what I love about Sarah is like she's gone through a lot, and we'll dive a little bit into it.
Sure.
But I would love for you to just like share what you've been up to in the 2 years, and then we'll kind of dip into before that, like all the
Sure.
stuff that you know before that.
Yeah. So the past 2 years, I've been really trying to grow.
And you've been with the same coach this entire time.
I have been.
which is amazing. Shout out, what's her name
Her
again?
name is Gina.
Gina, shout out Gina.
Yeah, she's awesome. What I like about Gina is she's very low key. She doesn't like to be, she's different than a lot of other coaches. She doesn't like to be well known, which is so, she doesn't want to be.
No, that's cool.
So she's very under the ground type
Yeah.
thing. But we get along well because, you know, she dealt with something similar that I dealt with in the past. So it just instantly, that's how we clicked.
Yeah.
Which is super important. Like, you obviously need to click with your coach. I mean, you know. But yeah, long story short, I'm really just I was trying to grow. And I stepped on stage for the first time and I was way too small. Listen, I always am going to be too small and I'm not gonna be. Like, I look at you and I'm like, yeah, like, that's not gonna happen. But I'm humble enough to know, like, it's just not gonna happen for my body. As much as I mean, with time, I'm also 24. So we'll see, I don't know. But I wanted to grow. I knew I was too small and I wanted to stay in wellness because I love it. I think it's so cool.
It's a
It's just
beautiful
so
division.
pretty. Like,
and you also love to train like a wellness competitor.
Yes.
So when you have those passions like colliding, you're like, well, why the fuck would I change divisions?
and I love to eat.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
the way I train is I can go heavy, and that's why I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I can load, I'm strong. I will give it to myself. I am very strong.
Yeah, you
I
are.
can keep up with Nick. Like, I'm pretty strong. So I really wanted to stay in the category. So I was like, I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna take the time I need because I was never going to. It just wasn't.
Sarah's a natural athlete.
I am very
Yes.
natural, like to the point where I won't even take Tylenol because I'm terrified.
Shut up.
No, I'm not kidding.
So you didn't take Clen or anything when you were in your, okay.
Not a single thing. I took L-carnitine.
Yeah.
Heat.
L-carnitine, heat all day.
But
She'll
that's
make you
literally everything that I took, and I'm afraid. I'm literally terrified. I have the worst anxiety.
I
So
get
if I
it.
take Tylenol, and I give myself whatever. So yeah, just a little crazy, but it's no biggie. But yeah, I took the time off, and I'm really excited to get back on stage. I'm so pumped, regardless of the outcome. I'm one of those
Absolutely.
people too that's like, it is what it is.
You're also really proud of the work that you've been putting
Yeah.
in. So when you feel that way, you're excited to show up and like show yourself what you've come to do, and
Exactly.
then just see what the end result will end up being.
I like to compare it like to my first show and
Yeah.
like where I was,
Yeah.
which we're gonna dive into, you said, but that's where I look from. I don't look at the girl next to me. Never. I'm going for myself.
Yeah.
My second show, actually, crazy enough, I didn't tell anyone I was stepping on stage. No one knew. And then the day of,
You've done 2 total shows.
I've done 2 shows. One was June, and then that same year I did November. Like, it was like back to back. And I didn't tell anyone about November. Just because I was like, you know what? Like, I didn't love the attention I got when I told people I was in prep in June.
Okay.
I would have people come up to me and they're like, you're too small. Oh man, all the freaking time.
I know.
You're never gonna make it in wellness. What are you doing? Switch categories. I had so much hate when I was just trying to step on stage. I was like, guys, come on, like, just let me go. And then
Peeled though.
I was definitely peeled.
Peeled.
Like
Yeah.
peeled. I could get peeled.
Yeah.
But I was
Well,
like, I'm
that's
not
also
telling.
what happens too, right? Like when you have a coach that actually knows what they're doing.
Yes.
And brings you in to or onto stage in shape. A lot of people don't show up.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing too. Like, a lot of people were not conditioned at all, but like they had size on me. So I didn't do bad. I got 4th, which was not bad.
It's great.
So I was like, you know what? Let's just see what happens. I was next to a bunch of girls that were like, some of them qualified and then had to re-qualify. So I was like, this sucks. Like, I knew when I got on there, I was like, whatever, like, just fun, whatever. So that's the mindset I go in with, but I'm super excited. I think I'm gonna try to step on stage in September if everything goes as planned. So,
That's amazing.
yeah.
And you just overall you feel good.
I feel great, mentally, physically. This is probably the best I've ever felt. I'm just like going with what my coach gives me. And that's the best feeling when you trust someone and like, they're like, do this.
You
and I'm
don't
like,
even second
okay, like, yeah.
guess it. Like, yeah, I've been having conversations with somebody who also preps clients, and I'll leave the names out. But we're talking about how like when their athletes will come to them and question like every move that they make,
Yeah.
and it's like, yo, I've brought you this far.
Yeah, it makes
Why
things
are you
talented.
now? Because especially when you're in prep, you're not always right. Like your emotions are
Exactly.
heightened, hormones are like all over the place now. So you become very, I guess you could say like worrisome.
Yeah.
And you start to doubt yourself. or you
100%.
doubt your coach, you doubt the plan, but like they've gotten you this far. Like
Exactly.
let it be. Let it be.
Yeah.
Let it rock. Like what's going on?
I had a hard time, I will admit, the first show with that. I was so annoying to my coach because I just recovering from an eating disorder.
Which, yes, that's what we're gonna get into.
And I would question every move she would make. I'd be like, I look like shit. Like peak week, it was terrible. I was texting her, I'm like, we need to eat more. We need to do this. And she's like, I'm the coach. I'll tell you what you're doing.
Sit back.
Yeah. So I was definitely annoying. So I needed to learn.
You learned
But
from
the
that.
first show was always a learning experience. So.
Absolutely. I was terrified of my coach. I was like,
Were
yes,
you?
sir. Well, yeah.
You guys have the best dynamic.
Yeah, my coach
you
is the
truly
shit.
do.
Mark, you're the shit.
You
I
guys
love
have
you.
the best dynamic.
He's amazing, and like he's just there's nothing to not trust.
Yeah.
And that was a huge part of why I chose to do everything I've done. Why I chose to actually go into prep. Why I chose to make the next decision for myself, which I'll talk about later. But like, I trust him with my life, and that correlated to my outcome.
Right.
Because I didn't second guess anything that he was doing.
No, yeah.
And I also, like, I know how much stress can impact your physique. And I was like, okay, well, if I stress, it's just gonna make me potentially lose, and I don't wanna lose. So I'm just gonna live my life stress-free.
And you clearly did that because you swept that floor. I remember watching you, and I didn't even know you yet, and I was screaming. I was like, yeah! And you literally had no idea who I was. Like,
I love that.
Yeah. So.
At Universe, though?
Yeah, that was your first. That wasn't your first.
I remember when you and Joey showed up,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my God, this is so exciting.
we wanted to come so bad.
Yeah.
We were like, Tom, we're going.
Yeah.
We're going.
Smart.
All right, go ahead, guys.
That was smart. That was a good show.
It was
was
so
fun.
awesome. And then afterwards, just watching you with your family, I was like crying. I didn't even know who you were. I'm like, so cute. Like, just love it. Yeah.
I cannot wait for this run. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be really cool.
I'm so excited for you.
I'm pumped.
I know, I
I'm
can't
so
wait.
pumped.
I'm telling everybody, I'm like, yeah, it's my friend.
That's me.
She's doing it.
I'm
She's
her
doing
friend.
it.
Get ready for the show day video.
Oh, I can't
It's
wait.
gonna be. So, have you seen the YouTube at all?
Not really yet.
So all the clips in there, I put like a base color layer and like just like not like anything crazy. The show day video is gonna be like, it's gonna be a movie.
Man's breaking out all the
I'm
cameras.
bringing
for
my
you.
drone with me.
I'm gonna be like,
I can't wait. Oh man.
it's gonna be sick.
I can't wait to see your suit and everything. Like the whole
Everything.
package this time around.
everything. I'm
Because
so
I feel like
excited.
your posing too, just from watching you on Instagram, is just gets better and better every single day.
I feel more and more confident every time I go in there.
Yeah.
I literally, so my split is 11 days, and I have 4 days of training in that. So I
Right.
get all the additional days of rest, right? Obviously I'm doing cardio and shit.
Yeah.
But I have ample time to be able to pose, and I'm
Yeah.
like, well, what am I gonna not pose? Am I gonna rest? I don't rest. I can't do that. Like I love taking breaks
Yeah.
from training, but in prep, I'm like, no, use every ounce of effort for the things that you need to prioritize. So like, yeah, I want to go on stage and like pour my heart out on that performance, you know? And I want it to be known like, oh, that girl literally put in work.
You put your life into this shit.
I do.
Quite literally.
Yeah, you do. Or athletes do in general. Well, if you want to.
Well, you clearly want to.
Yeah. How's your posing going?
You know, guys.
Good. That's why I asked.
Sucks.
I'm putting her on spot.
Guys, you know, posing is just not. I was always like a sports player, so I never wore heels, ever. So maybe my Sweet 16 was the first time I ever like wore heels in my life, because I prefer sneakers, and I still change into socks. I just would not want to pose, and I know it's so bad. I know, and you probably are like, this bitch. Like, I really, it's just I can't. I'm just. This was me, my first show. I'm not even kidding, and I'll fully admit it. I was like.
Okay, so she is giving an example of what I didn't want to be on stage. Like I literally was like, I don't want to look like those girls that look like that.
don't know what they're doing. Yeah, that's me.
So so you motivated me.
Great.
To not,
You motivate me.
You motivate me to be better.
Yeah, you motivate me, and I motivate you not to look like shit.
Exactly. So, no, but it's true. So a lot of people like, so here's the thing. You're fear driven with your posing, which is why you're like resistant to it, right? We have to like dip into that and be like, yo, fuck you, I'm gonna dominate you.
Yeah, you gotta help me with that.
I will.
You really do.
You have me.
I know.
I'm literally here. Hi! It's me.
My feedback, my first show was like, smile.
A lot of people.
Because I did not smile. I was miserable.
I smiled too much. I was like,
you looked great.
I was so overly excited.
I was like this. And shaking and just like.
Yeah. Did you experience stage fright?
My first show, yes. Second show, no. Second show, I actually fell. But I went like this. I didn't fall on my face, and I had one of my really loud friends in the audience, which you have to meet her. But I literally was like, I like went like this, and it was like during like the individual. And then
it happens though. It happens.
My friend screams, "Uh-oh!" I'm like,
no, hold on. So when I was doing my routine at the first show, I spun around, I went to the back, and when I spun around to do my back
you
pose,
hit the girl.
no, I went like this because I was so forward on my toes, so I flapped like a little bird, and I was like, I don't know if anybody saw that, and then I kept going. But it's in my video.
You're so flowy though.
Now I
love that. Like I want that.
It's all about. I always tell my posing clients, I'm like, pretend you don't have bones. Like you're just limp.
Yeah.
You're like Gumby. Mimic Gumby. It's just, I'll help you.
Think about that.
Yeah, and like pulling tissues from a tissue box or something. And don't bring your hands over your hips and around to your eyes and shit. It's all about just
the flow.
Yes, like being as graceful as you possibly can.
Okay.
And that only will come with practice.
All right, good to know, because I don't think it was the actual poses that was my problem. Now I think I've nailed like that.
Your mandatories.
Yes. But as far as the flowing and the walking,
it's not easy.
Man.
It's not easy, and it does not come natural.
No.
And if I were to, I'm actually posting soon a video of my first walk. Well, not my first walk, but like one of my first walks.
Yeah.
It is the most disgusting thing. It's so cringy. I don't want to post it, but I'm going to, because then you see like the transition of where I'm at now and where I was like a year ago, and it's night and day.
I love seeing that stuff.
I know, because you're like, oh, I can get there too.
And then when you post like when you were back in prep back then, you post like those pictures and people are like, oh, you look so good, thinking it's like now. And I'm like, no, just wait until you
people are like, yo, you got so ripped. And like, do you see the amount of fat that's on my body right now?
I love
like,
when people go
where
back
are you?
and do that. But I can't wait, because I always want to write back and be like, just give her like time, and you guys are gonna be shocked, because you're gonna look completely different.
I'm gonna look so different. It's gonna be so legit.
I'm excited about your glutes. I feel like your
too.
butt got nice. Not to be weird, but it got nice.
It got juicy.
Yeah, it got real
juicy.
thick.
Put so many memes in this video. I'm gonna put an Arnold meme in front of him and have tracks. So every time he moves.
Make sure that you do the Jabba the Hutt one. Did you see my post from the other day?
Yeah, I could. I never even saw that picture before.
You're welcome. That's me.
I didn't say thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, it's
Thick
gonna be
with
fun.
2 C's.
Yeah, we got some thick.
You really did.
Thick. I'm excited. It's gonna be really cool. Trigger warning for anybody that has or may be experiencing an eating disorder. Yeah.
So I struggled with anorexia. That was what I have, and I know a lot of people throw that around like, oh, I'm anorexic. Like, no. That definitely offends me, because I'm like, sister, you're not though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely struggled with that for real. That was the hardest thing I've ever been through, and what brought me here, actually, probably in this building. I had anorexia, and then I was just under eating. I actually ate every single day. You're gonna hate to hear this.
I mean,
all I ate was 1 apple, whole day, with a scoop of peanut butter. That was my entire day, like 24 hours.
How old were you when this happened?
I started in 2015. Then I was fine for a year.
That's like
then I went
pretty
back.
recent. That's crazy.
but then I went back.
Oh, wow.
Had it again.
How long did that start and then end and then go back?
2015 to 2018.
Wow.
Then I came back 2018 to 2021. We're good now.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2021 is fairly recent, like
Yeah.
very recent.
Yeah.
It ended right before COVID. And that's when I started to heal again. So I've been fine ever since then.
Oh my God,
But it was terrible. I mean, I would literally look at myself and think that I was 100 pounds heavier than I actually was. And it's a serious, like it's a mental thing. You really
100%.
will see yourself looking bigger than you actually are. And I was so lost. So I was getting weak. I was weighing, I'm 5'3", like 5'2",
Yeah.
I don't even know. And I was literally weighing like 80, 85 pounds.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was so bad. At 21 years old. So like, that's crazy. But then it got to the point where it was just getting so bad and I knew. And I feel bad because a lot of people don't think they don't realize that you are the only one that can fix it. My parents, like, they tried everything. They would put me in therapy, like anything and everything they could possibly do to help me, they tried, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, you have to make the change.
Yeah.
You have to be like, I fucked up, like, I need to fix this now.
You need the self-awareness to be able to recognize that and then take action.
Yeah.
Which is really difficult with somebody ill. And then on top of that, somebody of that age.
Right.
It's extremely difficult.
And it's just crazy to think back because I look at pictures and I actually deleted a lot.
Yeah, I bet.
But you look back and I would like feed off of people, and I know people that have an eating disorder understand this, but I would feed off of people's negative comments and stuff.
Yeah.
So if someone was like, oh, like, you're too skinny, I would be like, oh yes, like, it's actually so screwed up, but like, that's how my mind works.
Yeah.
I was so excited when people would say
Yeah,
that.
of course.
And then if people would say like, oh, you're starting to look healthy, I would start to starve myself again.
Yeah.
Because that's how my brain works.
Of course.
But with time, I was starting to grow older and obviously realized like I was cutting negative people out of my life. I was just trying my absolute hardest to do everything I can to stay focused. And I started going to the gym.
Yeah.
So I was definitely overdoing it.
So you going to the gym was like more or less the first time when you were healing?
It wasn't the first time. I mean, I would obviously go here and there, but
Okay.
for this healing process, yes, it was like my savior. Like, it
Yeah.
was my safe place.
Yeah.
So I would go and I would spend hours there though.
Yeah.
But it kept my mind at
Yeah.
ease. So I wasn't even thinking about like how ugly I am or like my appearance. Like, I was just thinking about the weights, the cardio. But I was definitely overdoing it.
Yeah.
I downloaded my MyFitnessPal on my own. I was trying to figure it out and like whatever, but I was purposely under eating.
Yeah.
So I was trying to recover, but I also was like not. So I would see girls in the gym like looking like you, and I was like, holy moly, like, I want to look like that. And with time, I found my coach, and I was like, I want to look like these girls.
How'd you find her?
At the gym.
Cool.
LA Fitness at Comac. And I was like, I want to look like these girls, like, whatever. And she was like, well, you're sick. Like, I'm not putting you on the stage. So I was like, come on, like, I really want to do it. And she was like, no, like, you're not going on the stage. My coach helped me out mentally. I didn't know any of the divisions, nothing. I'll give it to her. She wouldn't put me in bikini. She said, absolutely not. Because for your mental, she's like, you are a wellness competitor, which is what I needed to hear in order to be like, okay, like, I need to grow, which was the smartest thing she's ever done, because that's what like cured me.
Yeah.
So with that, I realized I needed to eat if I ever wanted to, whatever. And I started eating. Year went on with her. She had me like in a really good, like, I was in an off season. She had me going, like, I was eating. She was reversing me. My calories were high. And she was like, all right, you can step on stage. But I'm gonna be honest with you, like, you're not really gonna do too well probably, but if you really, really want to, just to get the experience, go for it. So I went way too small, but I was so proud of myself that I went to the stage. Like, I was so proud.
Yeah.
But then when I got off, I'm like, I'm coming for blood. Like, I really want to get big. So I gained 30 pounds and I'm happy with that.
And that was basically, I feel like, because we met last year, so that was like a year post show for you.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying that you were going into another growth phase.
Yeah.
and you were like, I want to get fucking huge.
I really wanted to
and
get
I was
big.
like, damn, I like this girl.
Yeah, that was
I
my
remember
goal.
being like, that's the kind of vibe like
Yeah.
I love to be around, because a lot of women are uncomfortable allowing themselves to get bigger.
Yes.
You experience it more. It's definitely more common with bodybuilding for people to be okay with it. But a lot of people say that they're okay with it, females especially. But then when it starts to happen, it becomes very uncomfortable because you experience like this foreign body that you're living in. Like in my growth phase, I didn't know whose body I was living in.
Yeah.
I was at 163 at my highest. That's almost 20 pounds heavier than where I'm at right now, 20 pounds heavier. And nothing fit. My face blew up and I was like, this sucks, but like, I want what I want really bad, so I'm gonna embrace it. And not a lot of people can do that.
Yeah, it's definitely challenging. I went from 100 pounds to 130. Which is so cool. I thought it was awesome.
That's amazing.
And for me, I'm like loving food. I just love.
That's what I was gonna ask you about.
Yeah,
like,
so.
your relationship with food.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So she posted, I think you posted it on your page, right? It was like, I think Nick and you were eating.
Oh, ice cream.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, so stuff like that, well, first of all, I wouldn't eat anything.
Yes.
But come like 2021, that's when I was like, oh, I love this. Like I can eat pizza and I can be okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, like you gotta whatever, but balance. But I was really realizing that my body loved this stuff. Like I was living for it. So I started to really enjoy my life. And it's sad because I don't want to say I didn't enjoy my life prior, but I really never got to experience food and life for 20 years.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow, like pizza, burgers. And I'm so lucky my body was very receptive of it.
Yeah.
So I'm able to eat a decent amount of food. But with the right people in your corner, seriously, like Nick and you and just everybody around me, I am not so like, I care about my abs. Like I have no abs right now.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Like it just, my mentality totally changed. Like finding a passion that I love, like finding people I love. I realized that like, it's not all about the way I look. It's about who you are as an actual human being.
Yeah.
Really, it truly is. So I think that's like a beautiful thing that I was able to overcome that and like really just grow my relationship with food.
Yeah.
I know at the end of the day I can enjoy my life and still like do what I love at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a really cool thing.
It's also really cool too because like you are a product of your environment, and that was like the biggest shift that I had made for myself when I started bodybuilding was like I legitimately pushed out any ounce of toxicity from my life and was like, nope, you are not allowed in here if that's the way you're gonna talk to yourself or that's the way you're gonna live. Like if I didn't really jive with the person's like well-being or their lifestyle, I was like, I just don't need them in my life. They're useless to me. I hate being so blunt, but that's the way I choose to look at things. And that's why my circle is so small. And I've never in my life been so fulfilled, so happy, so healthy, mentally, emotionally, physically, like every aspect of my life has, like I said before, like elevated because of the people that I allow in my circle.
Yeah, for sure. It's a major part. I feel like for me, I couldn't agree more. Like it's all about the people, and not only that, you have to just be like, life is too short. I say that every day. Life is too short. Stop being negative. I can't be around negative people.
No.
I'm fat. I can't do it because I've done it for so long. When somebody is just negative, I will literally just walk out of the room. I can't do it.
Literally the reel that I posted yesterday.
Yeah.
When I was like, if you're going to think these things are going to become your reality. So when I have check-ins with my athletes, I will legitimately, like so many of them, and they've stopped. A lot of them have just stopped because I don't tolerate it. But they'll be like, oh, I can't wait for the day that I actually love what I see when I send you photos. And like, listen, I get what that's like.
Yeah.
I've been there. I understand, but like, yo, chill.
You have to appreciate what you're
like
given.
what don't you like?
Yeah.
You're working hard, you're healthy, your hormones are in check. We just got your lab results back. They're freaking awesome.
Yeah.
What are you complaining about?
People always find something to complain about.
Of course.
But
it's like,
listen,
because
we all complain, I get it, But when it becomes like an everyday thing,
You fixate on it.
what are you doing?
Correct.
Like,
So a big turning point for me, because I did used to suffer from like toxic thoughts about myself 24/7, or I would say the, ugh, like you're disgusting, or ugh, you should be this, or you can't eat that because then you'll get fat and whatever. I didn't experience eating disorders to your extent, but I definitely had horrible body dysmorphia and eating disorders to like some extent, right? But when I was going through the process of losing my dad and like watching him suffer from cancer and like truly seeing somebody fight for their life, I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
How do I complain about myself when this man is holding my hand, crying, praying to God that he just wishes that he could have more time with me?
yeah,
I'm like, that was what changed my perspective, and I was like, and I'm gonna sit here and complain in the mirror about what I see
seriously.
when all he's doing is hoping for another breath? Like, and it was that click,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
I always say it could be worse. When people complain to me, I'm always like, it could be worse. It could be worse.
It could always be worse. And then like to your point of life is so short, right? Like too short. I lost my brother when he was 22. I was 16 at the time. Yo, 22 years old, are you kidding me? Like, yeah, I've seen somebody be there one day and then get a call the next day and they're gone. So I'm like, nope, I'm not living like this anymore.
Yeah.
And obviously I had a lot of time to heal from that age of 16 into where I'm at now, because I was like really burying a lot of the trauma that I had been put through and were created almost for myself in toxic relationships and all that other shit. But like when that finally came to the surface, I was like, wow, I have it really good.
Yeah.
Like my life is the shit.
Yeah.
And it will only get better if I allow it to be.
It's all how you make it. It really is how you make it. If I wanted to walk in here every day and complain, I truly could. I
Yeah.
mean, you could do whatever you want.
Yep.
But I choose to be happy.
Perspective.
You choose what you want it to be. That's why we get along so well.
Exactly.
I feel like a lot of people have difficulty realizing that. Like you are the movie creator of your entire life. Like create it how you want it.
It's so true.
If you want something, then make it happen. That's how I look at things. I wanted Nick. I literally begged for him for
I'ma
3
get
years.
him.
3 years. He wanted nothing to do with me. I'm like, nope, I'm getting him. I'm getting
I'm
him.
not gonna allow
Yeah.
that. I know.
Get what you want.
Exactly.
So,
I do get what I want. I love getting what I want.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah!
But yeah, so, well actually, because I touched up on it, I might as well just be honest with them. So
I was like, oh shit, what are you gonna tell us?
yeah, so with, this is a completely like different topic now, but with Sarah okay, hold on. Are you doing what show are you doing?
Okay, so I was
Ben
gonna
Wider?
compete in the natural,
Yeah.
the natural one.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm torn, because part of me wants to do both.
I think you should.
Yeah, so there's a natural one in September. I think it's the 22nd or 21st. So I was like, if I'm ready, why not? Like do the natural, and then I can compete in October in like a regular NPC show, because I've been doing those anyway. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't I do it again? So I don't want to just do one. I think I'm gonna do a few.
Yeah.
But I also have like a problem. I need to change my bikini. I can't wear the same. I freak out in the same color. Isn't that so weird?
No.
So I'll probably get two.
I mean, I get it. I get it. Unless you like really love it, but at that time you're gonna need the two anyway,
Yeah.
because they'll be too close together. Oh, I'm doing Chicago Pro.
Respect that, because I will text my coach every day and be like, so what date? Like what month? Give me like a time range. She's like, when you're ready. I'm like, no. I need a month, a day. I like that.
I think
like
that's
to
why
know.
he loves me so much
Yeah,
as
you're
an
easy.
athlete, because I'm Sarah. I'm the freaking easiest
Yeah.
athlete that any coach could have. No problem. You need me to do that? I'll do it better than what you thought.
Yeah.
Okay, you need me to do that? No problem. You got it. Excellent. You want me to starve myself completely? No problem.
Yeah, whatever
I got
you
you. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so when I won my shows, she, for instance, right, like as the example, she did everything completely natural. Like we said, she did not use any clen or T3, anything for like fat burning or to speed up your T3 levels there. But I was anabolic free when I won my pro card, and I think I've shared this on one of the YouTubes before.
Yeah.
But I did use Clen and I did use T3. And coming off of this and out, like I didn't know what I wanted to do for the next show. Like I was like, okay, well I guess like I'll do a pro debut and I'll keep it natural and this, well, anabolic free. And when I really sat down and thought about it, like this was a really, really, really difficult decision for me.
Yeah.
Like very, because I was so gung-ho about like staying completely anabolic free. And it was a very difficult decision for my own personal reasons. I have no judgment towards anybody who had done it or whatever. It just wasn't for me or where I wanted to really take bodybuilding with the career or my bodybuilding career in general. And then when I thought about like how much I love this and what I'm doing and my potential, and then the idea of me being able to push myself to the point of believing that I could make it to the Olympia, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to do a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I just, and it's not to say that you can't, it's not to say that you can't make it there without anything, but in wellness, you really can't.
No, that's why I draw the line at this show.
Yeah, like you just, you're gonna be enhanced. There's one athlete that I know that is anabolic free, and she just got 5th place or 4th place at what was the last show? Just Pittsburgh Pro. I'm blanking on her name. I'm so sorry if you're watching this. Riley Walsh, I wanna say, Walsh. And she's completely natural. Well, anabolic free. I don't know if she uses like Clen or anything. But yo, she looks enhanced, but those are her genetics.
Yeah.
Do I think that she could potentially make it? Yeah, maybe. I think maybe more time and growth and all of that, she could potentially get there, but it's gonna be really fucking hard for another athlete, not of her genetics, and combine that with her work ethic and everything, right? For me, it was very obvious that I was anabolic free when I was on stage.
Yeah.
Like you put me in that lineup and it was just so hot. It was evident. Like I did not have that pop and like my muscle bellies weren't as full as the other girls on stage. So again, like I go back to the idea of me wanting to make it to the Olympia, and I said to myself, okay, like this is something I'm going to be okay with then. And I decided for myself that I wanted to take my bodybuilding career, I guess you could say. So I'm not gonna say it's like the next level, but just implementing something completely new for myself. And I did my growth season with 1 cycle, and it was wild.
Yeah.
The whole experience was wild, but it's like a lot of people will think you're gonna go enhance and it's just gonna literally like poof, you're gonna magically change overnight. And like when I tell you, when I made that decision for myself, it was so difficult that I was like, I am going to make this worth it, because I was not cool with the idea at first. So I put every ounce of my energy into my growth season. Like it was harder for me in that growth season than it ever was in my entire prep.
Yeah.
Ever. I was crawling out of the gym.
I remember
like
your back was all...
I was so fucked up because,
I remember.
Oh my God, the inflammation that I was dealing with, the water retention from it, but it paid off because I'm seeing this entirely different physique, like the muscle tissue that I did grow. Yeah, of course it's gonna help, but my work ethic was the only thing that got me to that place and will get me to that place and continue. I'm still anabolic free.
Right.
Ever since then, I think that we stopped that in like January. Yeah, we did. It was like mid-January or something. I got sick twice, my immune was shot. Like it was time for me to stop. And it was only a few weeks. It was like 8 or 10 weeks or so, I think, 10 weeks. But yeah, we'll implement it in like closer to the show. And then we'll see. I mean, like I'm not using Clen right now. I'm not using T3. I'm sure he's gonna implement that at some point for the sake of giving me more food. But luckily my physique responds really nicely in prep, and week by week I've been still losing weight, which is cool.
It's pretty
wild.
Awesome.
It's wild. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's really cool. But again, like that comes from work ethic. Like I don't just train, I train I train hard.
You do train hard. You train like an animal.
I train like an animal.
I love
and
that.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love training too. I mean, that's the best part. I love leg day. I say it every single day. People are, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
It's my favorite day.
I know.
I love hitting quads. I love it. Give me it all week. I'll do it all week.
You have to literally take yourself into the darkest place in order to get the greatest outcome.
Yeah.
And you have to love being, we just spoke about that.
I went to Failure Monday and I actually thought I was like done for. I literally couldn't stand up. Nick had to go get my bag from the front. I was like, I don't know what to do. My heart.
Nervous system just stops.
Yeah, dude, my heart.
I can't eat for like 15 minutes when I get home, minimum. I can't eat.
I'll be starving,
Yeah.
like in my car, and be like, I'm so close. All I have to do is just walk inside. I'm like, I can't get there though. And you sit there and you shake, and it's like this sick. It's a
scary.
dopamine hit though.
It's so scary. When I'm driving home from bed, I'm like, guys, I'm fine. I'll like call Nick. I'm like, hey, can you just stay on the phone? Like we don't talk, just to make sure I make it home.
Yeah.
That's how hard I'll go.
You know.
But it is what it is. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
got a really funny skit idea. You said that.
What?
Or have Eric carry you out of bed one time.
Oh,
Have somebody wheelchair me out.
He'll say like, some really funny line, and I'll be all the cursing out, so it's even funnier. Great.
Just drag me.
yeah, wheelchair.
Just drag me by the
What
hand.
are they selling?
Carry the rug, roll you out.
Yeah,
put you in the car.
yeah. God.
But yeah, I regardless of what you take, you have to train. If you don't train hard, you're gonna look like shit still. Like it doesn't matter how much shit you take. I mean, I know people that'll take a bunch of shit and they literally look like they haven't worked out a day in their life.
So many people,
Like,
almost
it doesn't
every
matter.
single person takes it, and you're like, you do?
Yeah,
Ooh.
exactly.
Yikes.
Yikes. Yeah.
Yikes. But so that, I was just having a conversation with a person about using and stuff, and it's like, it's not how much you're taking, right? Like, it's about how hard are you training when you're taking it.
Are you dieting right? Like,
it was like, I think I was taking half the amount that most of these girls are taking. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because a lot of their coaching too, they just think like more is better.
Yeah.
And that's not
It's
the
not.
case. It's literally not.
And
the
I
case.
take nothing, and then I have people all over my Instagram like, oh, it's because she's on steroids. She's taking so much shit. And I'm like, guys, I don't even take Tylenol. Like, can you leave me alone? Like, I don't take shit.
I don't even take
Yeah.
Pepto-Bismol.
Just heard about one of the comments on our YouTube videos.
Which one?
When you take the
I get hate on this shit.
I get so much hate.
Like we had enough for this.
Oh, your medicine?
Something like that.
He goes, keep taking your medicine.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I really can eat a lot. On my
Yeah.
higher days, I was actually definitely exceeding 3,000 calories a day on my high days.
I don't doubt it. I was at like 2,700.
like a burrito alone, let's say from like Cabo Fresh, like how much, a whole burrito, and then I would get chips and guac, and then I would eat my whole day of food before that,
Yeah, easily.
which was already like, I was eating like 2,500, let's say, and then I would go eat that.
Yo.
So I was exceeding it on my
Absolutely.
higher days. So yeah, I'm sorry, I may have said I eat 3,000 calories, but before that, me and Aaron were talking about high day, whatever. So I had like on my refeed days, which I got like 2 or 3 a week, I could definitely exceed that number. If you put food in my face, I'm
Easily.
gonna eat it.
Yeah.
People were commenting on this thing and they were like, add a little VAR and you can eat whatever you want. And I'm like, brother, I'm not even, like, I don't even take anything. I'm sorry that I can eat. Like, maybe it was because I had an eating
People
disorder.
are
I don't know.
Fucking haters.
Yeah.
I was accused of taking anabolics the entire time my last prep. And Mark, what you think Mark is gonna lie? The most transparent, honest human being that's ever on Instagram. He was like, anabolic free, Clenin T3 has been implemented. No, he was honest about my whole journey.
Yeah.
Like, if anybody were to ask now, he would probably ask me for my confirmation, like, hey, are you okay with this? Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
Yeah, girl.
boo.
Yo, get it, queen.
Get it. But no, it's like,
I can't with
like
the
on
hate.
one of his question and answers that he had on his story, they said it was like the hidden one. He did like both boxes, like question and answer, or like the anonymous one. And somebody was like, was Francesca anabolic free in her last show?
Yeah.
He's like, yes. Like, what? We've been down this journey. What do you mean?
Yeah, people just think like we live to lie.
I
would tell
know.
you straight to your face if you look like shit. I told you look pale when we first met.
I was like, hey, Sarah, I put on self tanner.
It was the
Do my
first
legs
week.
look tanner? She goes, no.
I will never lie.
And I was like, oh, fuck, okay, yeah. I didn't think so. I was just checking though.
I'll never lie. I just need to get, like, I can't with these hate comments.
I know, it's so bad.
Especially after the podcast, Aaron was texting me. He's like, you gotta stop answering them. Because I was writing back.
You just gotta ignore.
Yeah, and
You just have to ignore.
And it's hard too because you're doing a podcast and I probably didn't specify, like, on my high days I was able to eat this much. I was just like, yeah, I could eat about 3,000, whatever I said. And people were like, every day? No way. I'm like, I never even said every day. I mean,
I know.
It was just.
I know. But the thing is also, like, it is very possible for an athlete of your size, my size, whatever, to look the way that we do and also consume 3,000 calories if, like, you are properly taking your way to that caloric intake.
Yeah. If you can handle it, the first time I was growing, the first year, that first time, I was able to eat. I got it up to like 525 carb a day. I'm not.
I bet. No, it doesn't surprise me at all.
525 carb a day, and I literally was having terrible bathroom problems, but I still got it up there. I could still do it.
Like terrible bathroom problems as far as, I'm sorry.
Number 2, we were just not vibing. That was like
you weren't
years ago,
going?
though. No, I was going too much.
Oh, but you were taking in so much food, that's why. Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's a good thing.
No, it's a good thing, but I just didn't
It's
really,
like, Eric,
it wasn't fun.
Eric goes to the bathroom like three or four times a day. And I'm like, I can't go today. He's like, I don't know what that's like. I'll never know what that's like. And I'm like, yeah, because you eat like fucking 7,000 calories a day.
That's no way he
It's like 5,
Yeah.
7 or
See,
something.
we exaggerate sometimes by a couple thousand. Who cares? Is it that big of a deal?
But he does eat so much food, that guy. It's insane.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, last night he was like, oh, it's so much food. And then he was breathing horribly. And I was like, are you good?
He
like,
came
you sound like
the
Leo.
dog, yeah. Yeah, he came here the other day. He like walked out of his car and he was like holding his stomach, Eric, and he's like, oh man, I ate so much.
And I'm like, shut up, appreciate it. Because one day that's gonna be gone. But yeah. Yeah! How do we end it?
Should I do this like this?
Oh, you're gonna go underhand? Oh God, don't hit my beautiful face.
Ready? 3, 2.
Height. Ow, Marcin!
All right, I'm just gonna
Let me try.
Oh gosh. Please don't hit me in the head.
Thank you. That's what we call an athlete. Oh, what?
I'm jealous you guys are throwing.
You wanna throw some shit?
No, I can't throw it.
Get over here.
No, I'm not allowed.
Let me throw some stuff.
Get over here.
What do they say? What do they say in football?
Hut,
Hut two?
Oh, do like 242.
10 hut?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Or isn't it like 242, 10? Wait, move. Okay, never mind.
No, I can't. 242. Hut! Ah! Athletic.
Yeah!
You wanna throw some shit, bro? Go for it.
Tom's gonna get mad. Who the hell
No,
called
not
me?
rapid fire like that.
Nelson.
Yeah, it's a good idea. All right, where do I go?
Is Nelson here?
Here. And just start throwing it.
Don't know. Okay.
I guess I should help you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh!
One down though. Sucks to not be an athlete. That's a